Hi, this is Barbara again. How are you? I wanted to talk about letting go because, we talk to our friends, we talk to doctors sometimes, we yell at ourselves, but we don't go to God. And, God comes in many faces, many ways. God's very universal. So you can go to God, you can say, hey, and you can yell and scream and get it all out, but He does hear you. It's remarkable what He will do. Um, you know, we know He knows our heart, but He's right there. But I want to talk about the second aspect, the letting go. Yes, you need to see you, but then letting go of all the mess, all the awful stuff, the negativity. You know, I didn't have the most grandest childhood. Yes, aspects were, and I treasure them, but aspects weren't. And I was living in that, being a victim. And, that movie that keeps running and running like a hamster wheel, it wouldn't break. And then after my accident, I was diagnosed with major depression, anxiety, and PTSD from circumstances again. And, looking back now, when that transitional time happened in 2012, it was after my divorce. It was after I let go of antidepressants. Because doctors were like, oh, you need this. You can cope with this. You can do that. But they're not giving you the tools of how sometimes. They throw out answers. Why do you feel this way? Or they have you journal. And then they read your journal and they get the aspect of you. And then they go to the symptoms, look at the symptoms, and go, okay, you have this. Depression is depression. Seasonal affective depression is still a form of depression, but they are characteristics. So to get paid, the doctors use characteristics, and I'm like, okay, there you go. There's a new diagnosis, but it's not. It's the heart of the diagnosis. But it's finding what that root cause is. What is causing your depression? What is causing your anxiety? Even with PTSD, you can break that hamster wheel. How? Okay, simple exercise. God made it very simple for me, and which is beautiful because I needed simplicity at that time. But even now, I still need simplicity. So here's what He gave me. And yes, there are therapies that are very similar to it, but I didn't go to therapy for this. He gave this to me. So, and again, interpretation. What works for you? So He told me, imagine you're in a movie theater. And movie theaters are quiet, big screen. But the movie you're going to see is a silent movie of you, of your life, of the trauma or that hook, that piece that is biting at you and repeating. And yes, you can let go. You have to have the mindset to let go. You have to know, okay, this is the last time I'm going to watch this movie. This is the last time I'm going to see this, and I'm going to say goodbye to it. And you make that decision. So you sit in the movie theater with someone you trust the most. So you have that comfort. I, of course, chose God how I imagined Him to be at that time. And you watch this silent film, every part of just one memory, one thing, and you watch it for what it is. Because you can't change the past, but you can change the future. And you can live in the present. So you watch it. And what He gave me, which is very interesting, is the brain injured mind is a little bit different with the way it thinks, because you have parts of your brain that actually take different routes to get to the same place. So your brain compensates because we only normally use 10% of our brain. So there's plenty there. It's just reworking it. So He said simply, when you're done watching this, put your hand up, grab it, and put that fist up and look at it, because that's victory. You took it out of your brain. It's out. But you have to come to grips with, it's out. So every time it's like a nudge, like a reminder, say, no, you're out. You're gone. I took the life out of you, you're gone. And you yell. You yell at it. You tell it to stop bothering you. Next to your foot is a box. Bam, in the box. 1, 2, 3. So you take the first one, do that, watch it for what it was. Silent movie, you have no feelings for it. It happened, it's done. Bam, take it out of your head physically and throw it down. Do that for each thing. PTSD, go through that memory, take it out, bam. Addiction, go through that addiction, go through how it feels, go, take it out, bam. Food addiction, same thing. Because you know what the long run is? It's setting your mind for something new, something different, something that may be that epiphany that you need because you're doing it. Now, if you need supportive counseling, go out, get your support and say, I did this, I let it go, but I still don't know what to do with all this stuff. But even in counseling, you don't just take the ideas and go, oh yeah, you're right, I'll do that, boom. No, have that conversation. Bounce it off. Okay, you're telling me this, but how about if I try this? And you get your homework. And you do it. And the next time you go in, I tried this. This is what worked. This is what didn't work. What else can I do? Interaction. Now, back to this letting go. When once you let go of things, and you truly do, you're going to feel an emptying that things come out, things came out, and you're free. You don't have that burden, but what do you do next? Well, there's part 2. Start picking up things that are happy, like memories, like photographs of people that you hang out with, your family. Change the colors in your home. Change the couch covers. Make it a bright, vibrant. Get yourself out of that mode. Take a walk or sit outside and enjoy the weather because that's a gift. Looking outside when it's raining, when it's sunny, it's still a gift. See, what I did is when I was so depressive, I was so negative, I took a year and every single day, every single time something negative happened, something negative hit me, a negative thought, I'd stop it. I'd say, okay, we're going to change this around. Like, it was raining. Oh, it's raining again. Oh, I feel so bad. No, it's raining for the flowers. And the sun will be back. And lo and behold, sunshine always follows. That's what you do. You get it back. You redirect your mind to seeing life, to seeing you, to seeing the world the way we're supposed to see it, for the beauty of it. Yeah, negative people come and go. But what are you learning from the experience? And it's hard because we fume, boom, we'll yell back. Look at social media. Everybody's bashing each other. Bam, 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 bam. And people take it to heart and they get depressed. No, that's on them. They own that. We don't own someone else's feelings, but we take it. And we internalize and we think, oh, it has to be true. I am this person because they said it. No, they own that. That's on them. That's not on you. So I appreciate the bad and the good because you learn from it. You grow from it. And if you don't learn from the bad, it seems to come back and repeat until you learn it. I mean, that's what seems like relationships. That's what happens. Get in a bad relationship, but if you repeat the same mode and the same person, it's still going to be a bad relationship. If you break it and see truly what you want and not even look, you can see people in such a different light, such a different way. But it's getting to understand that you're worth more than just a one-night stand. You're worth more than just what people say. You are beautifully and wonderfully made, and you're perfect in God's eyes. So why are we striving to change ourselves and to be someone we're not because this person's popular, so I got to do that to be popular? You be the person you were born to be, but you got to find that. You got to find your gifts because everybody has a gift. And yes, I lost my status. I used to be a social worker, worked my way up to director of social services in nursing homes, tested for a state job, became a state inspector. It's gone. After one accident, that's a severe brain injury. I can't multitask like that. I can't have this. I can't do the same thing. But maybe I could work my way up to being a state inspector, but I doubt it. Can't do it full time. That would kill me. Because there are aspects that just don't work anymore. I'm hoping to recapture, but who knows? You don't know. So you work with what you have, and you try to bring out your strengths. And you try to find some way that you can say, okay, what can I do? What can I be? Who can I be? What can I do today? When you wake up in the morning, what can I do today as something that would count, would be an influence, would be something for me, for someone else? Doing one thing for somebody else, it feels good. It doesn't have to be money. It can be just spending time and talking. How many people are isolated that you see that have to be on social media because they have nothing else? Or because you see the great stories going on social media, but are they true? Or are they hyped up to say, yeah, everything's going great, and it's really not? Because they want to be popular. They want to show that they're this, they're that. But we don't know what the truth is and reality really is. We only know ours. So maybe working on you, looking at you, taking the time out for you because you are worth it. You don't know what can happen. Grand doors can open. So, in the next video, I'll start talking a little bit about depression and anxiety and some diagnoses and meds and what they do. Because meds aren't created all that well to be good for you. So, and sometimes they can turn the diagnosis into something worse. So, but that'll be the next step. Thank you.